My wife likes the ultimate driving experience. I'm on the other hand, I'm too frugal for that shit. So what I drive is 8 years old Subi. So how come I own this marvel of mattress technology? What do I think about it after 1000 nights? Is it worth the hype, and are you missing out on its features? For the context, my journey to the ultimate sleeping machine has started when I was 16 years old. It was year 1994, well before the war, when I moved from Ukraine to Russia to study in the top Ivy League technology college, MIPT. It's pretty much like MIT, but with Slavic cockroaches, one public shower in the basement, and its share of the most soggiest beds and mattresses to build the character. That's one memory I can live without. So when a few years later I moved to the States with a total of $260 in my pockets, the first 40 I have spent on the firmest futon I could find on yard sale and put it right on the floor. It was such an upgrade, hard as a plank. But it had one downside, which I have found pretty soon, not very girlfriend-friendly. And a few years later, when I got engaged and married, the futon was the first thing to leave the bedroom, and instead I endowed more traditional sleeping mattress, spring sleeping mattress, and the usual bed. It wasn't bad, just bad. And it has served us well until I started to actually care about my sleep quality. And if you take a step away and look at the bigger picture, sleep is fundamental to everything in your life. Mood and energy, creativity, productivity, health and aging, everything. Want to look younger? Gotta improve your sleep. Want to lose some fat? Gotta improve your sleep. Have better memory, build more muscle. Have more motivation to build that muscle. It's all in the sleep quality. If you haven't read Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, well, I just gave you abbreviated version. And for me, when I read that book, it was a turning point. I guess you can say I got tired of being tired. And so I bought a sleep tracking device, and then I darkened the bedroom as much as I could, turned it into a cave. I have installed a special software on my computer called F-Lux to keep the lights mellow in the evening. Then I removed all late night snacking and boozing. Happy hour? Yes. Midnight fridge patrol? No. And I went shopping for the new mattress. First I've tried memory foam, then multi-layered latex, and it's actually all pretty good. In fact, all expensive mattresses are pretty good. But they're all missing something important. There was always one problem. To quickly fall and stay asleep, your body core temperature has to fall down a couple degrees. And we do actually have built-in radiators into our hands and feet. They're called arteria venous anastomosis. They open up and close blood vessels to allow the blood flow and let that heat out of you. But your hands and leg has to be warm a little bit to relax and let that blood flow happen. I mean, that's why taking a hot shower before the bed, short one, actually helps to fall down asleep faster. Because paradoxically, you have to warm up to lower your guard down to cool down. But for the life of me, I couldn't dial that in. I would either have very cold feet all the time, or on the other extreme, I would wake up in the middle of the night extremely sweaty. And I wouldn't know what to do. So I went asking on longevity forums, people, what are you doing with this situation? And everyone was like, dude, there is a solution. Apparently, all this time, I was sleeping on the sleep technology, which is quite ironic because my water-cooled computer is using same principles, even the same super quiet Noctua fans. And that's important because I also tried Chili Pad, and that bugger was way too noisy for my comfort. So, Eight Sleep it was, and this month marks my 3rd year sleeping on it. And in retrospect, I could have bought just smart cover and put it on my old mattress, but I went all in, and I think it was a good decision. Because if you ask me, how does it feel as a mattress itself? It's actually exactly the way I like it, on the firm side, but not too crazy. Probably around 7 out of 10 on the firmness level. And what maintenance it needs? Half a gallon of distilled water with a bit of peroxide every 6 months. Can you feel the cooling layer? Well, if you try and dig for it, yeah, it's there. But if you don't, it's hardly noticeable until, of course, you turn the dial up or down. And that's where the real magic happens. You set up a schedule and it will preheat the bed for you. Now, that's really game changer. Think about getting into a cold car on a winter day or into a preheated car. It's absolutely priceless. And as you drift away, it can automatically lower the temperature for even better and deeper sleep. Plus, you can set up personal temperature for yourself and your spouse. Hot, cold, neutral, whatever anyone likes. And if you're coming down with a sickness, you can keep it up and help your body to fight it. If it's winter time, keep it up and save on heating. Summertime, pull it down and you don't have to run AC all night anymore. Another feature I like and use pretty much every day is a temperature alarm. It warms up the bed and wakes up you very gently, right in the end of the cycle. So it's quite amazing. Now, did I have any issues? Nothing really important. So far, so good. If I kind of start to nitpick, the hub I have in the farthest corner, and if it's on one bar of Wi-Fi, then it goes a little bit crazy. I've upgraded my router and no issues since then. The sensors in this revision too, right now they have better ones, but that's what I have. They're not very precise, so whatever scores application gave me, I ignore them. Instead, I rely on Oura Ring, which is like the best sleep tracking device on the market. And, well, this cover is not washable, so you need an extra layer of protection, which I do have back there. It's like, yeah, but, you know, oh well, it's not a big deal. So if you come a full circle, it's like having a car with heat system and IC system. Imagine driving one for 8 hours every day without them. If it breaks tomorrow, I have no other choice but to buy another one. You get used to good stuff very quickly. And that's probably like the only real problem we have with all this technology. It's on the expensive side as the mattresses go. So the way I deal with it, I think about it as a passive income source. Usually to improve your sleep or physical form, you have to work on it. It's not enough to buy a treadmill and put it in the corner or a set of weights, right? You have to actually go and run on the treadmill and lift those weights. That's your active income, and if you're not using them, it's a waste. But you're going to sleep every night regardless, so it passively works for you night after night after night. And when I get notification each evening that the bed is warm and is ready for me, sometimes it gets me back to my college days and my heart skips a bit. The Oura Ring, which I use to track the sleep quality, has never been so happy, and I like to keep it happy. It has been absolutely instrumental in setting up my good exercise, sleep, and even eating habits. You should absolutely learn more about it, so check this video out next. Take charge of your habits. See you there.